everyone, it's me, the Otaku Fango, here to review episode 3 of Boku no Hero Academia Season 2. Oh, I'm so happy. I almost cried at the end of that because I was like, yeah, Deku! He did it! Okay, so for this episode, we pick up right where we left off with them fighting those robots and Todoroki taking the lead, and also right behind him was Bakugo. So we saw how everybody defeated the robots, which were very interesting ways, and Deku, on the meantime, he found this like part of the robot and used it to defend himself from the robots. So that is how he got through, and everybody else used different means of getting through the robots, defeating them, or, you know, whatever. So it was interesting. So the second part of the obstacle course was tight ropes, basically, you know, over like a canyon. And there was this one girl who had like these items. I guess you're allowed to like bring items and stuff or things you make yourself, and she was just going crazy about it. Like, it was just like, wow, okay. And the frog girl, she like you know, used her little frog abilities to go across the thing. And I was like, that's funny. But yeah, it's just very interesting how everybody, you know, used their, you know, quirks to their advantages if they could at all. Meanwhile, Todoroki is just going straight ahead. He's just like, I'm gonna win this, and Bakugo's right on his tail pretty much. And Deku's pretty far behind until the last obstacle course. Also, they mentioned that Todoroki's dad is like a really strong hero, like second to All Might, and I'm like, oh wow, okay, that's a shocker. So yeah, they'll be definitely wanting to try to scout Todoroki if he shows off well, so there's that. Meanwhile, like, you know, All Might is watching all of this happen, and oh boy, I'm just like, oh my god, because that final, or not final scene, but that scene where I was crying, like when Deku started crying, I'm like, I'm not gonna cry, I'm not gonna do it, oh boy, but anyway, they get to, after they all, you know, cross a little tightrope stuff, and the guy with the glasses with, like, the things on his feet that makes him go fast, I forgot his name is, he was like, I gotta look cool for my brother, and then he looked so uncool. But they got to the final obstacle course, which was, a minefield, basically, and Todoroki was clearing it pretty well, and so was, Bakugo, and, when Deku got there, well, basically he had a plan of to dig some mines up and land on top of them so he can fly forward and get the first in first place. So I was like, that's smart, Deku, very smart thinking there, because, I mean, I don't even see how All for One would even help in, well, maybe the robots it would help, but, like, the tightrope and the whole mine thing, it definitely wouldn't have helped him, so he definitely had to think that through and think what he could do, and he did, so it was really great, and he just flew past those two, and they were like, no, so they were fighting each other beforehand, but then when they saw Deku, they're like, nope, let's get him, so, yeah, he had Todoroki and kept Bakugo on his tail, but Deku won the first one, and I was like, yes, and oh my gosh, I almost cried, because I'm just like, like his mom was sitting on the couch, she's like, Deku, she's crying so much, it was so funny, but, so yeah, Deku won the first, whatever, I'm just like, oh, that's awesome, and then All Might just gave him a smile, and just like, I'm gonna cry. But we got to find out what the next thing is, and it's a cavalry battle, and first place gets 10 million, like, points, and I'm just like, oh, so Deku has 10 million points now, huh? Everybody's gonna want to be fighting for that spot now, so he's in a little bit of trouble for the next part of this. Oh boy, poor Deku, and they have to, like, assemble teams, so I wonder who's gonna be on his team. No, Todoroki won't. I wonder if, Bakugo will be on his team. I feel like he will be, but I'm not 100% sure, because, I don't know. I kind of wish that, what's her name? The brown-haired girl, Uraka, or whatever her name is, would be on his team, but since she was placed pretty low, she probably won't be, which kind of stinks. Because I think that's how it works. You have to kind of pair with someone who's of your same score. I'm not 100% sure about that, if that's how that works, because the way that lady explained it, I was like, okay, whatever. But, yeah, next episode looks like it's going to be very interesting indeed, now that Deku has 10 million points. Oh boy. So we'll have to see what happens next episode. I'm very excited. What did you guys think of this episode of Boku no Hero? What do you think's going to happen next? And I will see you guys in whatever I review next. Bye!